Well, the cost of college just keeps skyrocketing, and it's leaving many recent graduates and their families deeply in debt. Randy Myers spoke to a financial expert earlier this week to find out the best ways to pay for a higher education.
Here's some startling information about the cost of college. As of this year, a four-year college education at the University of Minnesota, including room and board, will run you close to $90,000. Are you ready for this? That means if tuition, room, and board continues to rise at 6.4% a year, as it has for the last 10 years, the cost for a current 10-year-old to attend the U in 8 years, upwards of $150,000. And the total cost for a newborn attending in 18 years, just short of $300,000. With student debt at $1 trillion and counting and tuition rising, it seems impossible for anyone not to know about the smartest college savings plans that are out there. So let's find out. Here to talk about what should be the cornerstone of any parent's college savings plan and their strategy, financial consultant Mike Rogers, president of 360 Financial. Mike, first of all, I know you have kids in college, I have kids in college, probably too many in college. Point is, we both know professionally and personally how vitally important it is to start saving for college the moment you can, and for some, the moment their child is born. Tell us what the best way to do that is.
Well, there's a number of different ways to save, but I think the best way for parents to look at a savings account is to utilize what's called the 529 savings plan. The big advantage to it is that as parents are accumulating money, they're making deposits over the years, that money will grow in the account tax deferred, as long as it's used for what they call qualifying expenses, which is post-secondary education.
Now, Time magazine literally just released a new survey this week. Brokerage Edward Jones found that 62% of people have no idea what that 529 college savings plan is. Why are so many people, in your view, Mike, in the dark about this?
Well, one of the reasons is sometimes it's kind of hard to find information about them. A lot of the advisors out there either don't recommend them to their clients or elect to let clients find out about them by just going onto the website. There is some great information. There's different websites out there. The Minnesota Savings Plan has a good website. There's good information on that. You should be able to ask your financial advisor about it if you have one. One thing that's interesting about that stat you mentioned, Randy, is a lot of people that do have advisors know about these plans. But if they don't make as much money as you know, a lot of other people do, they might not even know anything about them and never heard of them because they just aren't that well marketed.
Well, let's talk about what people make. Are there stipulations on who qualifies for a 529 based on your income?
You know, basically there is not. 529, you put in pretty much up to $13,000 no matter what your income is per child. If you're married, you could do $26,000, and there are ways to actually increase that. That's a lot of money, I know, but if for some reason you come into some sort of inheritance or you come into something that would be beneficial to put away for college education, you could do so. All
right, quickly now, bottom line, how do I do it, Mike? Where do I go? Who do I talk to? How can you make this easy for people to get something going with a 529 and make sure they're not stuck with nothing there for their kids when the time comes?
There's a couple of things they need to do. One, go to their advisor if they're working one, and ask what the cost is, ask what the expenses are, the plans. They range all over the board expense-wise. Every state has their own plan. The state of Minnesota has a plan. You can go onto the website and find it.
So the web is full of it. Their financial advisors, if they have one, can help them, lead them in the right direction as well.
Absolutely.
All right, financial consultant Mike Rogers, president of 360 Financial. Mike, thank you.
You're welcome.